Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Jenna, Morrow, an interior designer located in Washington, D.C. And on today's video, I'm going to teach y'all how to properly set the table for dinner. It's the holiday season. There's going to be a lot of hosting over the next couple months and couple weeks. If you're hosting or you just want the general knowledge, keep watching so you don't miss everything I'm going to share, which includes how to set the table, but also what the purpose is of each item that's on the table. So I'm going to talk about the table in the order of how you set it. So first, we're going to start off with the charger plate. So charger plate, of course, they're decorative, they're beautiful, they come in different colors and textures and sometimes even shapes. But they do serve more than just the purpose of decorating the table. They protect the top of your table from the hot food that's on your dinner plate, but they also help your plate retain the heat, so your food stays hot as long as possible. Next, we're going to talk about the dinner plate. Your dinner plate is usually about 10 to 12 inches wide. That's how you know what a dinner plate is versus, let's say, a salad plate or an appetizer plate. Your dinner plate is the biggest plate that you're going to serve at dinner, and it sits right here on top of your charger plate. Pretty self-explanatory. That's where your main meal goes when you are hosting a dinner party. So you've got your charger plate under your dinner plate. Your dinner plate then goes underneath your salad plate. Now, your salad plate is typically about 8 to 10 inches wide, and I mentioned already that your dinner plate is usually about 10 to 12 inches wide. So your salad plate fits right on top of your dinner plate, and that is because your salad comes before the meal. Now, you may not be serving a salad at your dinner, and that's totally fine. If you are serving appetizers though, you can use your salad plate to hold the appetizers. Now, you've got charger plate under your dinner plate under your salad plate. The last plate I want to talk about, I'm saying plates so much, y'all, I'm probably going to dream about plates tonight. The last plate I want to talk about is your bread plate. Again, if you're having a really formal dinner, you can pull out a bread plate. These are usually about 6 inches. So this is your bread plate, and this does not go on top of your salad plate. Reason being, when you're serving your salad, that's usually also when you're serving the bread. So having them stacked just wouldn't be ideal for a guest. So this goes along the top left side of your charger dinner and salad plate. And people can also use the bread plate when they're eating their dinner. It doesn't have to be exclusively for when you're eating your salad. Because let me tell you right now, when we have Thanksgiving, there is cornbread. So we need these bread plates to hold that cornbread. So that is your charger, dinner, salad, and bread plate. The last plate I'm going to talk about in this video is your cup and saucer. Now again, this is one of those things that you pull out if you're having a very formal dinner. You can also pull out if you're not. However, this is usually a component of a formal dinner. But your cup and saucer is for tea, it's for coffee. I will admit, I have used this to serve soup before, just to add a nice little touch to the dinner. So you can do that too. It's my little tip to you. And this placement belongs on the right side of your charger, dinner, and salad plate, and then your flatware, which we're actually going to talk about next. So your flatware, the easiest way to remember it is your forks belong on the left, your knife and spoons belong on the right. Now, let's get into detail about the forks. Your dinner fork, which is the bigger fork between the two, goes immediately to the left of your stack of plates. Now, I know I told y'all I wouldn't say plates again, but we're talking about a dinner table setting. I can't do that without talking about plates. So pardon me. But that goes to the left of your stack of plates, and then immediately to the left of that fork is your smaller fork, which is called a salad fork. Now, you put this out if you're serving a salad or appetizers. If you're not serving either, you do not need to put this out on the table. You can only have the dinner fork out. Now let's move on to the right side, which is a little trickier. So you've got your knife, which goes immediately to the right of the stack of plates, and that is the knife that is used to eat the main meal, the dinner. But next to that, you actually are going to have a teaspoon followed by a tablespoon. So the teaspoon goes after the knife, and then your tablespoon goes after the teaspoon. The reason for that is your tablespoon is what is used to serve soup to your guests. That's what they're going to use to eat the soup. If you're not serving soup as a starter, you don't need to have a tablespoon. You can do without it. And then your teaspoon is what is used to stir your coffee, your tea, if you are planning to serve that during the meal. But also, it can be used to eat appetizers depending on what it is that you're serving. It can also be used to eat certain dishes that you plan to serve during the meal if it requires a spoon in order to eat it. So keep the teaspoon just in case. If you're not serving soup to start, do away with the tablespoon, and that is your flatware. So now let's finish off by talking about your drinkware. Because guests typically drink way more water than they drink wine at a party, you want to make sure that the water glass is closest to the table setting. Easier to grab, and again, it's going to be the glass that they reach for the most. After the water glass, you've got your red wine glass or your white wine, depending on which one you're serving. If you're having a super formal dinner, I don't know anyone who does this, you can place both. But if you're not, if you're serving just red or serving just white, you put the appropriate glass out. Let's say in this case, I'm serving just red wine at my dinner. The red wine glass goes to the right of the water glass. And again, that's because they're gonna drink way more water and then they'll reach for the wine. If you're serving white instead of red, it's the same thing. The white will go to the right of your water glass. And that is your full table setting. I almost ended this without talking about the napkin. I was so caught up in the dinnerware, I probably need a glass of wine myself. This is the napkin. Now, I must tell you, I get my fabric napkins from HomeGoods, TJ Maxx. I do not go anywhere fancy for these. What you do, you can put them to the left, to the left of the table setting, but I actually like to get a little fancier. So there are a couple ways you can set up your napkin. Now, make sure you iron your napkins so they don't look a little stiff like mine. But a few things you can do. Option one is to fold it and then put it underneath the salad plate and above the dinner plate, and it hangs off of the table. That's one way to do it. A second option, if you want something a little more decorative, is to fold it over the salad plate just like that. And there are other designs that you can do with the napkin, but these two are very easy, very basic. Now I want to close this out by saying there is a such thing as an everyday table setting when it comes to dinner, a casual dinner setting, and then a formal. What I showed you today was sort of a mix between casual and formal. It's not every day, of course, because this is a lot to do every day, but it is a mix between formal and casual. And I say that because you may watch this and think to yourself, well, a formal dinner setting actually includes a lot more, and it does. It usually includes a place card, a dessert spoon. There's a lot more components that are involved when you're having a super formal dinner. But that's more for like a gala, like I said earlier. I don't know anyone who's having a dinner party where it's that formal. But if you want something that's right in the middle of that casual and that formal dinner table setting, this is perfect for you. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you are into interior design or entrepreneurship content, I invite you to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video when it goes live. Plus, this video officially begins my focus on the holiday season, so I've got lots of holiday content coming. I will be sure to sprinkle in entrepreneurship and interior design content so that I don't bore y'all who are not interested in Christmas with Christmas content. But hit that subscribe button to make sure you never miss a future video when it gets published, and I will see y'all on the next video.